Hi guys, so we are going to make Ofada stew and we need Scotch bonnets, a lot of Scotch bonnets depending on how you like the heat. Now if you want to tone down the heat, you might need some tomato. You can use the red or green one, and cayenne pepper, also the red or green one. Loads of onions, because what is that without onions? Do that into a pepper mix. Make it as dry as possible, not too much water. You will also need dry crayfish as well as powdered one. You need dry fish. You also need locust beans, which we call iru, garlic and ginger paste, seasoning, and salt to taste. So the first thing you need to do is to bleach the oil. How I usually do this is to pour into the pot, stir it up, preferably if you have a transparent cover, so that you can see how the color changes. You can fully bleach it or you can leave it half bleached depending on how you want it. So after that, you leave that to cool down for a bit and then put in your garlic and ginger paste while it's still a bit hot, and fry the dry fish, which has been washed and deboned. So what I did here was to put some salt after washing and deboning the fish, and then fried it for about 2 to 3 minutes, so that it's not, it doesn't get scattered inside the. Then after doing this, I added the onion so that it can give some flavor also. And then it will avoid the onion being, too dry, or should I say getting burnt while you're, frying the fish. It will also give some flavor to the fish. So you fry this for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you take out from the pot. After doing this, take it out of the oil, and then you can use the oil for the pepper mix and the rest of it. So after this, you now put the iru and fry this for about 1 minute. I love iru, so I used a lot of it, but it depends on you. If you don't like too much locust beans, you can decide the quantity you want. Then you put in the pepper mix. So you're going to fry, or should I say cook, the pepper mix for about 20 minutes after mixing it thoroughly. Very well, and cover up for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can come back and check whether it is, but what you don't want it to be is too dry by the time you're putting all the other proteins. So mix this up and then cover the pot for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let it cook very well. After about 20 minutes, you can come back and check whether it is well cooked. Stir thoroughly. If you want to put some stock now, you can do that. So you don't want it too watery, but you don't also want it burnt. It is after putting the stock, then you can check for salt and decide whether you want to add salt into the mix. You don't want it too salty, so it's best to first add in the stock and then check for salt. then you can start putting your proteins. First, the dry prawns. Add some salt if you need to add. I needed to add it, so I added that as well as the seasoning. While growing up, my mom didn't really like seasoning. It was all about salt and locust beans for her. So you cover this up and let it fry for about 5 more minutes, and then you can come back and check again. So at this time, your stew is actually ready. Now it's time to add all the big proteins, all the pommes, the offals if you have them, beef, the fish, anything you want to add into your stew right now is basically ready. My friend didn't want me to fry the offals that we were putting into the fish, so I didn't fry it along with the fish. So I'm putting that now, so it can soak in all the flavors of the stew. Then we're adding the fish. So stir this thoroughly. Now it's time to add the powdered crayfish. Please be generous with this. You can never have enough powdered crayfish in your stew, tell you the truth. Well, unless of course you're allergic to it. So just for aesthetics, I'm putting, some bit of the cayenne pepper, but you don't have to. So you're gonna let this fry for 2 or 3 more minutes while it's covered, and voila, it's ready. So you can have this with either rice, you can have it with yam, boiled yam, boiled fat, whatever you prefer. So delicious tasting it. We had this over the holidays, and to tell you the truth, everyone had a good one. Thanks for watching as always. See you next time. Bye.